Right, surely United are in the market, surely, for a winger. At least they should be. And the vastly different issues that we've got with Sancho, with Anthony, with Greenwood, and now seemingly with Marcus Rashford, all leading towards the same direction. United need a winger. We're going to be without any wingers bar Garnacho at this rate. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we see like some sort of innovation where we try and even play Mason Mount as a wide player where he's played before, or as we've done before with Bruno, you play him off the right-hand side and maybe shore up the centre of the pitch a little bit. But realistically, you need to buy wingers because we don't really have any wingers, and certainly none that can be relied upon at the moment. We have to be looking for other options, and that's exactly what a well-run club should be doing. Now, obviously, it's going to be difficult for us with this window, if even possible, so I'm looking for an A, a B, and a C for the summer to give us a bit of a push with the sort of philosophy that we're trying to play towards. So I'm going to start with Kubo. And now, this is a player that we're looking at today, and he has been one that has been getting linked with us a little bit over the last few days, but the intention does not seem to be for a January move. He's 22. He's been dubbed the Japanese Messi. Like we've never heard something like that before, but what it does tell you is the sort of style of play that you're going to get with the kid. Now, I highly doubt he's anywhere close to the likes of Messi. But the Liga fans are raving about him, highlighting that he is a player that is destined for probably bigger things, if not the greatest of things. Now, he is a pacey, left-footed, extremely technical right winger that currently plays for Real Sociedad, and he could be only the second player to represent the club after Shinji Kagawa, who I thought was too brief a Manchester United player. Now, the preferred action on the ball from Kubo is that he cuts inside and shoots or pass on his stronger foot, which I think suits what Ten Hag is trying to do. Obviously, that's what he allows Anthony to do, but hopefully with a greater degree of accuracy and quality. It's yet to be seen if Kubo can do it to the standard that we require for a fee that we would likely have to pay. But in 18 La Liga matches, he's managed to register 6 goals and 3 assists, which dwarfs what we've been getting from Anthony. Actually dwarfs what we've been getting from all of our wide players this season. And his contributions have been crucial towards getting Real Sociedad a little bit of success in their 23-24 campaign. Now, I think he's very adaptable and he's evolved his game, I think it'd be fair to say, in a number of ways. He can be thrown up front and he excels on the wing where he can cope with the defensive pressure that Real Sociedad are under quite a lot in games. And he works hard. And for that, he's always looked the part. Now, he's currently the youngest ever goal scorer in J-League. He actually scored when he was 15 years of age, 15 years, 10 months, 11 days. He's also the youngest player in J-League history to play a match, which he did 5 months before he scored a goal. And I think when you look at the role that he plays on the wing, I think the most notable thing about his play is that his preference is to link. And that's where it gets the comparisons with Messi. I don't think it's on the ability side. I think it's on the style side. And stylistically, he is similar to Messi in terms of that he's looking to sort of link play. Now, I think that is the sort of thing that's going to start to benefit Højlund. The link play would go down very, very nicely in trying to create more opportunities for our number 9. And I think he'd fit like a glove. He could be the replacement for Sancho, for Anthony, or for Rashford, easily. And I think at least one of those, if not 2 of those, are going to get replaced this summer, or at least sold this summer. Now, if he was to join, I think we'd still see the same sort of final ball into the box that Kubo has mastered at Real Sociedad. His playmaking is good and it's improving leaps and bounds. He's one of those players that will just fight to the end. And that attitude and desire, I don't think can be bought. Now, I think you'll often see him winning the ball just by pressing and desire alone. And honestly, with some of the performances we've had at United, as sad as it seems, that could be enough. Now, my only concern is he's not cheap. This isn't a bargain buy. This isn't like the Redondo one where we go, you can get him from 8 million. You would be ridiculous to not buy him for 8 million. Kubo's coming in at a real price. He's cheaper than Sancho and Anthony, but he's going to be somewhere in the region of 50, 51 million pounds. That's the release clause that's in his contract. You might be able to get him for a bit cheaper, but would it be half the price? If he was half the price, I think he'd be worth the gamble. Get him for 25 to 30 million, I think he'd be well worth it. But a worry is like there's a number of players at La Liga clubs, which obviously Real Sociedad is the only one where things have really worked for him. But there's a number of clubs where he came through at Barcelona Academy. And then he went to Tokyo. Then he went to Real Madrid. Then Mallorca. Then Villarreal. Then Getafe. And now Real Sociedad. So is it a case of he's just in the right place for him right now? Things have only really started getting going for him like this season. Is he the sort that can go on and do a bit? Now, we're definitely going to need to look at bringing in effective wingers. And I do think it could be him. But I do have a concern about it not working elsewhere. And I think if we start serving opportunities up on a platter for Højlund, then we can't sit around watching our current wingers dick around hunting for personal glory. And I think you find a winger that's wanting to serve the team. And Kubo is the most selfless that I've found. And that may have been the desire in setting out to find a player, really. I was looking for a winger, probably a little bit pissed off after the Newport game, thinking I need to find a winger that's literally not going to do this, and this is who we found. But, he's got a swagger that only comes around with the form that you play in, and he has the determination and self-awareness to put himself out for the team at all points. And he's clearly pulled himself out of the dark times in his career. He's a battler and he's a warrior. It's took him this long to start really showing what he can do. I wonder if he can kick on from here. How much would you be willing to pay for him? Are you even aware of him? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd be very interested to know if this is the sort of player that you think United should be going for. For me, these are the ones that tend to work out. These are your little Chicharito, Ji-Sung Park, Patrice Evra sort of signings where you go, huh? Who's he? And then he turns out to be great, because what we've done is we've identified character as much as talent. And I think character's the thing that we've been lacking in this football team. Kubo's got it, man. Let me know your thoughts. See you in a bit. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.